Thanks for tuning in to Essential RC. About to show you the second flight of my Mega Shark. This comes in 4 different sizes: 50, 64, 70 and 80mm EDF, and this is the 80mm EDF version. You can see the fan there midway, perfectly balanced with a 6S 6000 80mm EDF, and I'm using Radio Master for guidance. Use a TX16S Mark III that's just come out and an ER6. There you can see the 80mm fan and 100 amp speed controller from a Freewing Avanti. Like repurposing the gear. Foamies have a limited lifetime, don't they? But 3D printed aircraft, I think, you know, not going to be quite resilient to the dings and dents that you might give it. But this is 1.3 meter wingspan. It's the largest of the 4 sizes that Dirk Wouters 004 on Cults 3D produces. So I've downloaded it and printed it, and this is how you would go about doing that. So at the time of this video, I paid £20.75 for the download. And you get these individual STL files, like for this component that describes the geometry. You set up the filament and the component parameters in Bambu Studio that I'm using here, and then you slice it. And after you've sliced it, then it has produced a G-code. And the G-code tells the printer how to print the individual layers. So if I scroll up and down here, you can see all the individual layers that it will print. And if I use the bottom bar here and scroll left and right, you can see how the nozzle will print the individual layers. This component takes about 5 to 6 hours to print. But after you've printed this in the printer, then you'll have, I don't know, 30 different components that you basically need to superglue or epoxy together according to Dirk's instructions. Most of this is lightweight PLA. The darker components are PLA Plus for extra strength. And then you drop in the electronics and the power system, and it's ready for its flight. But let's have a look at my second flight now. Okay, so this is already trimmed out from the first flight, but what I did learn is you have to give it full throttle right from the off, so that that left wing picks up from the ground, doesn't cause any drag, and it gets into the air really quickly because of the power from that 6S powered 80mm EDF. I mean, it's basically all wing. Nice day for jets today because it's blowing about 15-20 miles an hour down the strip. So I reckon it's doing about 130, if not a little more. And next time out, I'll definitely measure that with a GPS sensor. Reasonably slow flight as well, so slow past there. But definitely the most fun with this model is just doing those scorching fast, low fast passes. It gets small very quickly. So really important to have a contrasting top and bottom of the model. What I've done to this is just a temporary fix and put some white vinyl underneath. Inverted. And I didn't need to use a lot of down to keep it level. Using a 6000 milliamp hour pack, so I'm getting about 6 to 7 minute flight time, which is more than decent, I would say, for a fast EDF jet. Worth noting that the version I have here does not have a rudder. It's not steerable on the ground. It doesn't have any yaw control in the air. But Dirk did recently, at my request, add a rudder mod that he had already into the zip file that you would now download, and I will do that on the next version. It probably won't help with steering on the ground. I don't think that's any bad thing. It gets in the air very quickly. But I think if you want to do aerobatics, I think it's fairly essential for axial rolls and slow axial rolls, and for knife edge. It's got to help with that, but I'll find out about that soon. I've got a nice green version that I've printed up. Now that I'm happy with how this flies, this is going to be painted red in a semi kind of Ferrari scheme. And speaking to Nick, I think we're going to have the green one in a 7-up scheme. All F1 schemes. So a couple more fast passes. That's a reversal coming back the other way, and then going to think about landing. Fortunately, look at that windsock, 15 to 20 miles an hour today. It's just perfect weather for jets, because you can get in the air very quickly, flying into wind, do fast passes downwind, slow passes upwind, and then slowing down for landing. And the trick I find with landing jets is to leave them on idle. Here I bailed out of I was going a bit too far. It does glide forever, but the power just immediately put it vertical, coming in for a second attempt, just holding the nose up, and it's down. Just brilliant. So thanks for watching this video of the 80mm EDF Megashark jet. I'll leave links in the video description and the pinned comment. If you'd like to subscribe and follow my other 3D printed projects, then please do that. Thanks for watching again. Cheers, bye.